Well guys, today you join me in the city of Elbląg here in northern Poland. I mean, just look at this immediately, really beautiful old town. So we're gonna go check out the old town. It is late at night, I mean it's 7 p.m. currently. So I don't have too long here, but I figured I would go and check out Elbląg while I'm here and just see what's happening here. Probably it's mostly only gonna be the old town that we're gonna check out and probably try and grab some food. I don't know where from. Probably just something from a Żabka or something, I'm not sure. I don't really have the money to sit down in a restaurant. But we're going to go check out the old town here in Elbląg. And first of all, we're greeted by this architecture, which reminds me a lot of the architecture that we saw in Bydgoszcz a little bit. There was a few buildings in Bydgoszcz that had similar architecture. I don't know what the style's called, but yeah. And then we just walk towards the old town. Right here, really cool, quite a tall clock tower actually in the middle, or old town hall, or I don't know. Oh, look at this. Is it just me, or does this look really like skew width? Like this is level ground, and this looks like it's not straight up, it's kind of at an angle. That definitely is built weird. What the hell's going on there? Look at that. It's ever so slightly bent or leaning outwards. How bizarre. Alright, are we here at the old town? Is this what we're looking at the old town? These do look like old town buildings to me. I like this one here, the yellow one. That's got quite a nice little pattern going on there. This is meant to be the old town. Not quite like old towns I've seen in other cities where it's like a defined square. I'll have another look in a second at that one because there obviously could be something on the other side. But it looked a bit filled out with the cathedral and there's no space for anything else to be shown off there basically. We're going to head down to this tower down at the bottom. It looks a bit like a gate entrance to the city or something. Yeah, not much going on down that street. Oh, maybe Elbląg is a bit of a quieter city. I thought maybe there'd be something popping off here, something happening. Seems like there's not too much to see. Well, I could be wrong. Obviously, I've only just got here. And look at these buildings along here. All defined in their own way. I don't know how you describe this stuff. I always talk about the architecture in these Polish cities, but I don't know how you describe the tops of them. But just look at the shapes. The colouring and the shapes and stuff of the buildings. Look at that. So far the architecture is the thing here that's standing out to me. And as I get closer to this tower here, it seems a bit more obvious that it is indeed some kind of gate or something, gate tower, entrance maybe. I need to see if I can read a plaque. It's almost like the city would have had a wall around it or something, and this would have been like, you know, the entrance into the city. That's what it gives the vibes of, because it leads into a road and there's an arched gate. But that's a cool looking tower. But a few plaques way up here. You have to be about 12 foot to go read them. I'm not gonna lie, I actually can't read them. They're too high up. Oh, there's one down below as well. This is the only preserved fragment of the medieval fortification of the city. I knew that was correct. So what's that, in the 13th century? So, in other words, this be pretty fucking old. Oh, it's got like a little tram tracks at the bottom as well. So, obviously trams would have gone through here at one point or another. There's a look up. Here's a look down. And give you a special look inside. Is there anything in there? Oh, there's one of those things that you put somebody's head and hands in and throw tomatoes at them. Oh, there's like stairs that go up. Interesting. Okay, that's a cool piece of history here in Elbląg. What's this on the floor? What have we got here? Young Baker's journeyman, a legendary defender of Elbląg. In 1521, he used his shovel to cut a rope holding the grating in the market gate. and thus prevented the Teutonic Knights army from conquering the town. God, I read so terribly, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to read this as well. But hopefully you made sense of that, because there's a little statue of the fella right here. This is the guy. I'm not quite sure what it all meant, to be honest. There was too many words that I couldn't understand. Teutonic Knights, who are they? I'm not really sure. I don't really know that side of history, obviously. They got a bar over here, popping off, playing some, probably having bingo night, to be honest. Here's the Old Town map. As you can see here, we are here at the red marker, Tu jesteś. This is obviously the tower we just saw. We walked along here. This is obviously the big church cathedral thing that we saw. Seems like there's various other buildings and things to see. It says all down here in English. But you know, I'm not really interested in seeing a library or a bridge. That's the thing with some places that you go to, you want to check it out, but also at the same time, the highlight of the place is just a post office or a market gate. I think the market gate, oh, so this is a market gate. That's what it's called, a market gate. Let's look over here. So over here I see a building. It's number 7, formerly the Church of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Right in front of me right here, this is some church thing. Let's go check it out for the architecture. Yeah, that looks pretty unique, I guess. A little interesting. Here in Elbląg, to my knowledge, the city got pummeled during World War II. The majority of the city was destroyed. So everything you see, not everything, but the majority of things you see here, especially if it looks new, it's most probably because it was rebuilt after World War II. Quite similarly to, you know, somewhere like Warsaw, the city that got 80% bombed, and so the majority of Warsaw is quite new in comparison to most other Polish cities. That is what happened here. Obviously, the gate that we just saw a second ago, that's been preserved. It looks like this is older than World War II as well, just by looking at it. I don't know what year that was made, but then you've got all of these buildings here, which are newer. So because of the bombing of World War II, it basically reset the city, and it gave them the opportunity to rebuild and give a more modern look to the city. And like I said, it's the same with Warsaw as well. You know, so you've got this interesting blend and mix between old architecture and then new architecture right here. So that's most probably why when walking around, I'm seeing kind of an interesting mix between different building and construction styles, because, well, ultimately, like, they would have probably kept all the old stuff if it wasn't destroyed during World War II. Yeah, as you can see here, this says it's Centrum Sztuki Galeria EL. I don't know what EL is. The Central Art Gallery, and that is in the building we just saw, this big looking church looking thing. It looks like it's just, oh, EL must stand for Elbląg, I imagine. I'm not going to look in the art gallery, but I've just seen some stuff that will be more interesting for me. I don't find art galleries all that interesting, to be honest. But I will say, outside the art gallery, you've got kind of a crumpled up square. You got like interesting seating around here and stuff, and something back there. Contemporary art, not really for me. It's not my style, not my thing. But I see this building that must be old, must be maybe from the war. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it from here because the sun's right there, but I need to spin the camera, try and focus a bit. Can you see, like, right here in front is like a really disheveled building. It's like pretty much on its last legs. Oh, is this part of like the city wall maybe? Walk around, try and get a better look, because I don't know. I think I've now trapped myself inside this vicinity. Although it said that there was no remnants of the city wall apart from that, but it just lines up so perfectly. You know what I mean? For like the city wall to be there. So I don't really know, but I now need to walk around the other side because this is all closed off. Here is the other side of the wall that hopefully you can see a lot better now that the sun is facing that and not the camera. But this is obviously an old decrepit wall. And I don't know if this is part of the Old Town wall that apparently doesn't exist according to the other thing that we read, or whether it's part of something that was destroyed in World War II. Honestly, I don't have a clue. It's not on Google Maps. Actually, I need to double check that before I say that. It's not on Google Maps, I don't think, though. It doesn't say on Google Maps what this wall is right here, but you can see that they're trying to preserve it. So it must be something important, or it may just be that they want to preserve all they can of, the, you know, from whatever time, assumingly World War II, that has been bombed to shit. And it's just the remnants of it right there. Interesting nonetheless. So my Googling isn't that great, or maybe Google has just failed me. ChatGPT, on the other hand, is coming clutch when it comes to finding out what the hell this wall is over here, because I really wanted to find out for you guys. And turns out I was pretty much correct. It's 13th century built, part of the original church basically, and then during World War II it was bombed. That was the original wall for the church, the original church that was there. That church behind it, which now has partly the art gallery inside, has been rebuilt to preserve it. But then this is the original wall that they just wanted to preserve to show kind of that history of the city. And yeah, I mean, it's a 13th century built wall and they've preserved it all these many years later. 13th century, does that mean 1200s? 1200s it was built, if I'm correct. I always get my centuries confused, but I think that means 1200s. If it's 13th century, that means that that wall over there, plus the tower that we saw a minute ago as well, that's kind of just in the distance over there, next to the church, I think, just there. That tower and that old wall there are about 900 years old. I don't think they know the exact year that they were built, but yeah, let's just say 900 years old. And they're still standing today. That's pretty impressive. And impressive the fact that not only have they stood for 900 years, but they've also survived all the bombing from World War II. Obviously, that wall right there is, you know, ready to fall over at any minute and call it a day. But the fact that it is still standing with the support of wooden beams, you know, just shows us how well built those structures were. Although I guess the rest of the city was, you know, blown to bits. So the rest of the city couldn't have been built as well. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying. Either way, pretty impressive. Beautiful river view here in Elbląg. Look on the other side as well. Very pretty. Admittingly, I don't really know too much about the world of sport, but down here is all like blue carpet or whatever they put on the floor to kind of give it that effect. Along the sides you can see it says Europe Triathlon. I don't know, does triathlons run through many different cities? Do they have like many different events like marathons are held in various different cities around the world? Or is a triathlon only like a once a year thing? I don't really know. I think it's probably like a marathon when it's held various other places, but regardless, they hold a triathlon here, or maybe part of a triathlon here, because obviously it involves running and cycling through many different kilometers or miles, depending on which one you use. And yeah, right here we have on the floor it says bikes. Obviously this is the route for the bikes to come through and go down that way. I guess avoid the blue carpet area. And this is, yeah, the area where the triathlon will be held, or at least part of the triathlon. And round here on the floor we've got the word run. So this is obviously where they would run. So who knew that Elbląg had a triathlon? Or at least part of a triathlon. I don't know if the whole thing's being held in the city or not, but yeah, that's just something else cool about the city. I don't even know how long, it's probably only here for like a week. I just happened to visit during that time when the triathlon is ready to be held, probably in the next few days. Here we got the other side of the Old Town Square right here. Have a little walk over. I think the triathlon today, or today was today, because there's a lot of people around just there, kind of just packing up and kind of leaving one by one. There's a few stalls about that normally aren't there. Oh, we've got Elbląg sign right behind us. That should, well, it's backwards for me when I'm looking at it, but in the camera it looks like it's the right way. So I have to We'll have to have a look. It may be because my camera's kind of backwards. Who knows? You know when you're watching this. I'll have a look at that in a second. But yeah, there's a lot of people here just kind of hanging around and whatnot. And then right here, it looks like a finish line or a start line. Who knows? But obviously, as I say, the event's long gone. But I'm just kind of curious. It looks like it was today. The Elbląg Triathlon, right here in the Old Town, the Staré Miasto of Elbląg. I don't see any triathlon athletes anywhere around here. Might look cool at night, if I was here at night. It's all got like lights on the inside. It'll light up something or other. But obviously it's still daytime, so I can't see. It's interesting that the cities typically that are quote unquote worth seeing, you don't really have things like that, but then ones that are kind of lacking a little bit and, you know, other things to do, they tend to have that. But in Poland, I'm trying to think where I've seen things like that, and I've only seen Elbląg now, and also Lublin also had one of them. Some kind of I heart, insert city name or town name there. I've not seen them in any other Polish town or city. They probably exist, I just haven't come across them. Well, I said it wouldn't be a long visit. I do feel like that's kind of everything to see here at 8 p.m. on a Friday night here in Elbląg. I just realised it's Friday night. It's not really that busy considering. It would have been a lot more vibey in Krakow or Wrocław or Warszawa or any one of these other cities that are obviously more touristy. I don't know, this place just isn't as busy, which is fine. Just enjoying the look of the old town right now. I mean, this is, you know, by far the centerpiece, this cathedral, basilica, whatever it's called. But yeah, there's not really much else to check out. I just came here because I was in the area and I thought it'd be another city for me to check out and kind of tick off the list, basically. And while I'm at it, do a little vlog, checking it out. I don't think there's much more here to see or do in Elbląg. So I think I'm gonna have to leave it there. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, have a great day and do zobaczenia.